So this recording I came across, I don't know why I was deciding not to air it, but this was from September 15th, I believe. So it was a full moon in September. Just a little backstory of where my mind was when I recorded this. Are you ready? Here we go. Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome to another episode of Morning Mind Dump with Tree. It's your girl Tree, and I am coming at you with that fresh, unfiltered brain purge. Because let's be real, who has time for polished thoughts first thing in the morning? Am I right? Not me. So grab your coffee or tea or whatever gets your engine running, and let's dive in today's mental chaos together. So I've been awake for hours, not because I wanted to be, mind you. My brain decided it was party time at 3 a.m. Can we talk about that? Like, what even is that? Is it the moon, the end of summer vibes, Mercury retrograde, or just the universe's way of saying, hey, Tree, let's throw a surprise mental rave? Thanks, universe. I appreciate it. Um, So here I am, fully caffeinated and pondering life, as one does at 3 a.m. in the morning. And what hit me like a ton of bricks this morning is the idea of how we deal with the cards life hands us. You ever notice how some people get stuck in the why me phase while others are like, screw it, let's play this hand and like see what happens? I'm trying to be in that second group because let's face it, it's not fair. Never has been, never will be. Life is not fair. But who said it was supposed to be? Who's the joker that started the rumor? This brings me to something I've been feeling, this nudge to share more of my story. I mean, I don't think my life is all that fascinating. Not really, but then again, maybe. It's not about being fascinating. Maybe it's about being real. So, here we go. Let me tell you a little bit about me growing up as what they call uh, an illegitimate child. That's right. I know it's an old school term, straight out of medieval drama. uh, so, my whole life I grew up without a father. Um, My mom seemed to think that I had the same father as my brother, but that's another whole. I mean, that could be like a whole nother episode or actually like a series, but I'm not going to go there. Anyway, so I didn't know my dad. And you know what? For a long time, I didn't feel like I was missing out. And then sometimes I did feel like I was missing out. Then I'd see other kids and their dads who were like strict and or distant and not around, didn't pay attention to the mom and then I was just like maybe I'm not missing anything after all. It's all about perspective, right? Now don't get me wrong, there were tough moments like when I found this old card that I had written um to my mom as a kid. And I don't remember creating this, but obviously it was me because it said my name on it. Um, but I found it when after she had passed, I was going through her things, and so I found this old card I had written, saying, I wish I had a dad. Talk about a punch in the gut. Like my whole life, I always believed that I never cared. It never bothered me. But I think I suppressed it my whole life. And yeah, I mean, would have been nice to have somebody give me away. I mean, I did have my uncle give me away at my wedding. Um, but even then, the little tree somehow knew life isn't about what you don't have. It's about what you do have and what you make of it. And I've learned that as a very young child, and I've pursued that mantra throughout my life. And I had a mom, she did her best. God rest her soul. Even if her best wasn't in my eyes perfect. And that's okay. It's taken me a long time to get to that point and not judge my mom for her decisions that she made um, raising me. Here's what I've learned along the way: you can't spend your life comparing your story to somebody else's because it's your story. Your story is your story. It's messy and beautiful and uniquely you. So if you're out there scrolling social media thinking everyone's got it better, people posting pictures, oh, look at me and my mom, we have such a wonderful relationship. Um that might not be the case. A lot of us, and I've in the past have done, oh, look at what a great relationship I have. Um and you don't tell everybody the whole story. Um nobody's posting about, well, sometimes they post. Actually, I'm gonna stop myself. I was gonna say nobody posts about like fights and stuff like that, but that's not true. There are some people that will air all their bad stuff too, um, and the meltdowns that they've had, and that's hard for me to hear. But also, like, maybe that's their only way of opening up, or their cry for help, validation. I don't know. Like, you never know what somebody's intent in posting. But I guess what I'm saying is be grateful. Not in a toxic positive way, but in a real grounded way. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring the hard stuff. It means recognizing the good stuff that's still there in spite of everything. So today I challenge you to find one thing, just one thing that you're truly grateful for. Maybe it's your morning coffee. Maybe your favorite outfit. Maybe it's the fact that your car even started with no trouble. Maybe it's the way your dogs look at you, like you're the greatest human alive. Whatever that is, hold on to that. And of course, I want to hear from you. What is the one thing that you're grateful for today? Shoot me a message, drop a comment in the socials. Let's start a gratitude chain because who doesn't need more of that in their life? All right, my loves, that's it for today's morning mind dump. Thanks for letting me spill my brain all over your morning. And if you enjoyed this little ramble, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. It helps me more than you know because this is not a paid gig, right? Um, but I do take this podcast seriously and I want to continue doing this. It does take a lot it does take a lot of my time, but I do believe that I'm supposed to be doing this. And if you've heard previous podcasts, you'll understand how Morning Mind Dump even existed. Um, so if you listen and you find something that's resonating or you want to share with somebody else, uh, let them, you could just share the podcast in general, and then they can choose the episodes that they want to listen to, or if there's a specific episode that you feel somebody, could use a listen, then feel free. But it really does help more than you know. So until next time, stay curious, ask questions, stay grateful, stay grounded, and most importantly, stay you. Much love and hugs.